No, it is not my comment. It is the party stated position that we believe that the Ayyappa Bucks of Kerala cannot be insulted any longer, and we will certainly not allow the CPM to do again what it has done before. As you know, hundreds and thousands of Ayyappa Bhaktamar cases were foisted on them. Many of them were assaulted by the police. Many of them were put in jail. And more importantly, the entire tradition of Sabrimala was threatened to be turned on its head by a CPM government under Pinarayi Vijayan. And we as a party, we opposed it. We steadfast fought against it. And today, for 4 months before an election, for our respected Chief Minister to suddenly find some enlightenment about Ayyappa Bhakts and to organize a Ayyappa Sangamam in Pamba, the holy Pamba, and to invite two known Hindu baiters into the program, Stalin and Udayanidhi Stalin, is certainly something that we will not accept. And I have made it very clear, I am a Vishwasi myself. I have been to Sabrimala 18 times. Pinarayi Vijayan is certainly an avowed atheist, doesn't believe in any God excepting Karl Marx. And therefore, he has no business to try and insult the Bhakts again. And we will take whatever steps are required to ensure that the faith of Hindus in Kerala, and in particular Ayyappa Bhakts, are not trampled with at the altar of opportunistic politics that the Congress and the left are known for.
CM yesterday specifically said, don't threaten us. It might be because Rajiv Chandrasekhar doesn't know much about that.
It is possible that I have not pundit in Das Kapital and Karl Marx and communism and Marxism as our Honorable Chief Minister is, and I have no intention of being. We have a highly developed sense of common sense. We have a highly developed sense as a party on service to the people, respecting all faiths. We don't believe in vote bank politics. We don't divide people on faith and religion, as the CPM has done for several years. And if the CPM Chief Minister, who has created a situation of 5.5 lakh crores of debt in the state, highest unemployment, highest inflation in the country, believes that he's a scholar and I am inexperienced, more power to him. I have nothing else to say excepting that he's fooling himself and deluding himself. But the people of Kerala know who is capable of delivering for them and who has betrayed them again and again over the last many, many years.
Will the BJP be participating in this if they are invited?
Look, we will, for us, going to Sabrimala or the Ayyappa Sangamam is not the issue. We welcome, as our leader Kunnam Rajaratnam also said in the press conference, that 10 years of doing nothing for the Bhakts in Sabrimala, no development, no investment, no infrastructure. If after 10 years, 4 months before an election, Devaswam wakes up and says we want to have an Ayyappa Sangamam, we have no objection to it. Anything good that the Devaswam does for the Bhakts, we welcome. But let us be clear, let us be honest. This is neither about the Bhakts, this is neither about Sabrimala, this is all about an opportunistic politics 4 months before an election to try and pretend that the Bhakts, Ayyappa Bhaktamar, have forgotten what was inflicted on them just a few years ago.
Sir, one more question. The UGC has issued a draft curriculum for the undergraduate students, which has chapters of V.D. Savarkar and Deen Dayal Upadhyay. There are also some lessons of Brahmacharya and all that. The Kerala government has decided to oppose it. Now, they have appointed a committee to study on some of it.
Look, the Kerala government over the last 10 years has effectively destroyed the education ecosystem in our state. 30% of undergraduate seats are vacant. School dropouts from government schools are high. People are moving to private schools. By not implementing the new education policy, they are denying hundreds and lakhs of young Malayalis an opportunity to have skill-based education, to have credit frameworks, to be able to have flexible higher education. So, look, it is known, it is an open fact that the Kerala government under Pinarayi Vijayan over the last 10 years has presided over the complete destruction of education and skilling in our state. And that is why so many students are going outside the state to study, because not only have they finished off education, they've also made universities and colleges dens of violence and crime. So you can't blame young Malayalis for going outside the state to pursue higher studies.
There has been an allegation of sexual
No, let us phrase that accurately. I think this so-called allegation has come after the BJP has mounted a campaign against a sitting Congress MLA who has been accused by not one or two women, multiple women of being exploited. And in that context, certainly to distract away from that debate and that discourse, the Congress has floated a so-called complaint, to which our leaders have explained yesterday that this is a 10-15-year-old property dispute. And Krishna Kumar ji, our vice president of the party, himself addressed a press conference and explained it. And frankly, that is where that issue rests. But the issue of the Congress MLA still continuing to go to the assembly despite these grave allegations, despite Priyanka Gandhi's so-called "ladki hu ladak sakti hu," is hypocrisy, is double standards and double speak of the Congress yet again. Yet one more example of that.
Case has been registered against Rahul Gandhi as well.
Look, I consider the Congress party headed by Rahul Gandhi the country's biggest NPA, the non-performing asset. And what you see the junior Rahul here doing is all essentially aping senior Rahul in Delhi. Rahul Gandhi has today set the standard, set the bar for all Congress politicians to behave exactly like he does, rely on lies, rely on exploitation, rely on corruption, wherever they are given an opportunity to do in power. So I have no doubt that this gentleman, MLA, who has made it a fashion to exploit women in his constituency, should be given just deserts, and he should face the consequences of being a predator. No predator should find himself in assembly. No predator should find himself in public life. And these type of fraud should be kicked out of politics once and for all.